Doug and PA back with another video. Guys, I always talk about women in debt on my channel. Avoid women with a whole bunch of debt. Student loan debt, car debt, if they're upside down on their houses. Because women are very emotional when it comes to their decision making, especially when it comes to finances. If you get involved with one of these women, her bad financial decisions are going to be your problem. This article is on NASDAQ.com called Five Costly Mistakes Women Make with Their Money. And as we follow along, put in the comments if you're shocked by any of this. And this is fairly recent. This is March 22nd of 2024. And this is written by a woman, Gabrielle Olia. So we're going to get into this article. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. I'd appreciate it. It shows you support me and what I'm doing over here. And let's get into this. Because many women are making proactive choices to better manage their money, including making smart purchases, successfully managing their household finances, and being financially independent. On the other hand, women who also admit to making some costly mistakes when it comes to how they handle their finances. Okay, so the first one, 40% of women are not saving enough for emergencies. According to the Fidelity study, many women lack a sufficient emergency fund, and this can be a costly mistake. Everyone needs emergency savings, no matter how old you are or what your income is. There are various circumstances that could require having cash on hand: losing a job, natural disasters, a leaky roof, unexpected childcare expenses, a surprise medical bill that insurance won't cover, or family members returning home or needing help. These emergencies tend to pop up more often than you would expect. We found that 45% of individuals who experienced a financial setback in 2023 had to dip into their emergency savings. That's why it's so vital for women to be proactive about building an emergency fund. If you're starting from zero, Fidelity suggests building a buffer of at least $1,000. Guys, what's $1,000 going to do in an economy where in California it's $15 for a Big Mac now? And if you feel you can do more, set aside 3 to 6 months worth of essential life living expenses. Sounds like common sense to me, and I think that that's what a lot of these are going to be. As you got to have money in your savings account. You have to. And men are more likely to do this because we don't buy impulsively when it comes. Women make 80% of the financial decisions in the United States. Men will forego, vacations, designer clothes, all this stuff to have money in the bank. That is the difference. You have these women online. I can't deny myself experiences. I work hard, so if I have to have it, I'll just buy it, and that's why they don't have emergency savings, guys. Okay, next one. 33% of women are not following a budget. Color me shocked. That means 33% of women have no idea how much money's coming in or how much money's going out. And in this day and age where you can forget, you know, how many monthly charges you have, let's say your streaming services, or you're not reviewing your credit card purchase. What if there's fraud on there? You're not checking. This is the type of stuff that happens when women don't follow a budget and review their financial statements. To be able to save money, you have to be aware of how much money is going in and how much money is going out. And a full 33% have no idea, guys. While the idea of a budget may not be fun, it can be vital to your financial security. A budget helps you understand your spending habits and moves you closer to your money goals. Not following a budget can result in overspending, difficulty in achieving long term financial stability, overall poor financial management. In order to make informed decisions about your finances, you need to know what's coming in and going out every month. That's exactly what I said. And guys, I honestly believe this. Women's bad financial habits are the same reason why they they take out all these student loans. I think most of these women think that a man's going to come along and save them. So they got to get everything out of their system now, or they can rack it up now, and then a real man will help them pay off their debt. I swear that's what's going on. And then they find out that guys that are listening to this channel and guys like me, we're not having it. A woman's debt should be a disqualifier for serious consideration for relationship or marriage, guys. Come on now. It says 30% of women say they didn't prioritize their finances early enough, and 25% say they waited too long to start saving for retirement. Time is such a valuable asset when it comes to saving and investing, because compound interest and additional time to recoup any potential dips in the market. We found that nearly 7 in 10 women said they wish they started investing their extra savings earlier. What is encouraging is that we're seeing individuals start getting involved with their finances earlier. Think of planning for retirement as a journey. The key is to save as much as you can. Fidelity recommends aiming to save 50%, 15% of your income towards retirement. It's always better to start sooner rather than later. The earlier you start, the more time you have for your investments to grow. It feels like you're starting from behind. There are steps you can take to catch up. What this boils down to is, oh, what's that called? Delayed gratification. You sacrifice now so you have more later. And tell me how many modern women are going to do that, guys. Come on now. Women get out of college, especially nurses, lawyers, all these real professionals, and feel entitled to a lifestyle. Men will go back in lifestyle to save for retirement, to have a family, all these other things, but women will not. Then they look up and they're 45, 50 years old and have nothing to save, nothing saved for retirement. 24% of women say they have accumulated too much bad debt. While you may view having any debt as negative, it's important to remember that all debt is not created equal. Bad debt is debt used to finance purchases that won't increase your net worth or future income. In some cases, the debt may be used to buy things that depreciate. Bad debt often has a high interest rate now or a variable rate that could become high in the future. Some examples include credit card debt and other high interest loans. If you have bad debt, this person recommends prioritizing paying down your debts based on the interest rate. Fidelity recommends targeting payoff debts with interest rates of more than 6%. It may seem counterintuitive not to chip away at all your debt, but money you spend getting ahead on a lower interest rate debt may be better spent on investments. This is all common sense, guys. Most of us guys know this already. And it's a shame that articles like this have to exist. Women, especially clinicians, nurses, physical therapists, occupational therapists, female doctors have some of the worst financial habits. And the average professional woman, salaried woman, spends more on consumer goods than the average family of 4 in the United States, guys. You got to be careful of these women. Don't let their debt become your debt, guys. Stay vigilant. And then have that conversation before you get serious. Ask a woman how much student loan debt she has. If she's a homeowner, you got to figure out if she's upside down on her house or if she's in a toxic home loan. You got to ask these questions, guys. It's up to you. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one.